Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? Another episode of the Shake Up Guys live. If you're out there and you want to check this out live, now is the best time because this is the time where you can converse with me and the R-rated superstar sitting across from me right now. What's up, Jay?
What's up, man? It's the rated R superstar.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna mess that up forever. My bad. But just saying what's up to you guys, man. We got another topic to discuss amongst the people because that's what this is about, conversations and whatnot. So anything interesting happened this weekend, man?
It was a good weekend, man. I had the Greek picnic, so I had some fraternity stuff. Got to be with my brothers in the bond. That was cool. And then as soon as that was over, I ended up taking off to Chicago. I got a chance to go see Tommy Sotomayor perform
live.
That's what's up. I got a chance to meet him and a popular YouTuber named Minister Jap.
Okay, that's
Two
cool.
cats, man. Very good time. Other than that, man, it was a great weekend, man. What about you?
Oh, I spent my whole weekend at work.
That's
for somebody else. It's because this isn't going as fast as I hoped. But I didn't have a really eventful weekend, so I'm just trying to. I applied for a few voiceover gigs, and you'll see. Let's hope I get them. I don't know. We'll see.
How does that work? Applying for voiceover gigs. How does it work?
Well, essentially, what I just started doing here in the last week or so is I wasn't on LinkedIn before. I had no idea what it was. So I jumped on there and kind of filled out a profile, and basically it connects you to people in a certain profession, which for me, I'm looking for like people in marketing, who do advertising, and people who do animation, stuff like that. So okay. I kind of jumped in on that. But, enough about my boring career.
That makes sense.
What's going on, man? What's our topic for today?
We're a little light today, in case anybody's wondering.
This is the Shake Up Guys.
It's the original. Mm-hmm. The original guys back together again.
The guys.
And today we're just talking about the double standard, not just in the dating aspect, but the double standard in life.
Oh yeah,
men and women. Right. I've noticed some things, and I'm like, a man would never get away with that.
And a man get punched in the face.
Exactly. The misogynist in me says that's not fair. Yeah. That's not right. That's not true, equality. Actually. You can't ask for equal rights if you're not willing to take equal responsibility.
Well, I think that's the argument amongst people, the guys who have gone their own way. I'm not gonna get into the acronyms and all that other stuff right now, but
the MGTOW guys.
The MGTOW guys, yeah, sure. That's their biggest argument, is that women aren't going to be it's not going to be held responsible as much as men are. Right. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of women out there that would not see it that way, but you could feel free to try to prove me wrong, or prove us wrong or whatever. But I think as far as double standards go, that's a huge one with between men and women, at least. And it's not just about this is double standards, like you said. It's not just about dating. It's about a lot of stuff in life, like arguing with a woman in public.
Yep. It won't end well for you.
It's not gonna end well for you. There's no win. Even if you're right in the argument, there's no win, because there's always going to be some dude who thinks he can get up his booty numbers by interfering in your argument, even if you are right.
Let me explain something to you. A woman can sit up there and slap, punch, piss, spit on a man, and people around they did the social experiment where they wanted to see what would happen. And not the man, people laugh. When a woman attacks a man in public, they laugh. Mm-hmm. They ridicule, they point. It's conjecture, it's all of that. Yep. Let a man even so much as raise his voice to a woman in public. They tackle this motherfucker before he gets to the end of the sentence.
Some clown is gonna jump in there and try to save her.
And he's gonna get mopped.
You don't know what she did to him. You don't know. That's why I don't get involved in those type of situations. Unless it's like, unless I walk up to a couple and the guy is like on top of her, just beating her in the face. That's probably about the only way you would get me to intervene. Two people arguing, that's between them.
Nope, I still ain't doing it then. because I figured she did something to
Not
piss
all the
him
time.
off.
But
to
I
make him
mean,
climb on top of her.
even in a situation where dude felt like he was right to like beat her in the face in the middle of the street. I mean, cause she had. I don't want to see that shit, man. That's me. I just don't want to see it, is what I'm saying. Like, whether he's justified in beating her ass like that, I don't know.
I don't want to see it. At the same time, I have a simple thing. Just don't do it in front of me. Because I've seen too many times where I know how this is going to end. I know when it's all said and done, they're going to get up, dust each other off, wipe the blood off each other, and then they're going to go home hand in hand or still cussing at each other. And then by the morning, I saw my boy one time, his girl hit him in the head with a liquor bottle. He broke her arm. Mm-hmm. The next morning, they laying in bed together. Her arm fucked up, his head fucked up, and they just still loving each other. And I was just like, nope,
whatever.
No parts of this.
So because of that, you're not going to intervene at all.
No parts of this. I wish Pistol Pooh, and when you see this, please text me, because yes, I'm talking about you. I wish he was in the chat room. I wish he was in, because he could tell this story.
Well, maybe he'll show up.
Him and his girl, and you know which one, they were in the streets arguing. Some white knight came up and tried to save the day.
Get his ass stomped out.
Him, Pistol Pooh, and his girl jumped the guy.
Yeah,
beat the dog shit out of him.
That's why I'm hesitant to intervene anytime some shit like that happens.
They jumped the guy. Motherfucker, ain't nobody that was her. Ain't nobody asked you to jump in this shit out. It's like, you should have learned. I've seen them go through. I know what they do. That ain't got nothing to do with me. And they jumped them. It's just double standards in general that I just have a problem with. It's just. Look, I'll give you a prime example. Here's not dating. The chick with 4 kids by 4 different guys. Mm-hmm. Coming to the family cookout and asking who made the potato salad, to me is a double standard. Bitch, you're not allowed to ask who made the potato salad. You worried about where their hands been.
Okay, you can't shut down her ability to ask basic questions.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't do that. Even if she did turn her vagina into a petri dish, it still doesn't mean that she hasn't learned from that mistake. Now, I'm not trying to get involved with said mistake, but I'm just saying you can't cut off her ability to ask questions. Like, who made the potato salad? Who made the greens? Those are good questions to ask. Maybe she's asking because it's good and she wants to get the recipe.
Fuck you.
Okay.
How often do people really ask? Usually when they ask is before they've even started eating. They're just going down the table line looking like, I don't know, but who made the potato salad? Bitch, you literally got the remnants of 4 different gentlemen having unprotected sex with you, and you got the nerve to ask, who made the potato salad? Bitch, who made these kids?
Well, maybe if she knows the answer, can she knows who made the potato salad?
No.
You just gotta.
Your decision making skills render your opinion null and void.
What was she talking about? Huh?
What you talking about? You ain't got nothing to say.
All right.
You ain't talking about nothing.
Fine.
Thank you.
Fine. But I mean, the double standard, I mean, I don't know. In some cases they make sense, and in other cases they don't. In the case of the double standard, and this is the most common one.
Give me one.
The most common double standard is men can sleep with as many people as they want and women can't because women will be looked at as promiscuous or hoes or whatever. The thing with that double standard is you call a man who sleeps with a lot of women a hoe too. Exactly. We just don't care. Exactly. That's the difference. The difference is you care about being a hoe. Plus, there's another part of that double standard that actually makes sense. I'm not looking for anybody to ever in life take care of me. Financially or whatever, or have my children or none of that stuff. I'm not, well, have my children, I guess, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, there's never going to be a question for a woman, are you the mom? Right. You know what I'm saying? Those are your kids, But with men, it's always, mama's baby, papa's maybe. So with that double standard, I get it. Like, you have to protect what you find valuable and what others will find value in you. And for men to women, it's fertility, I guess. And when you got like a bunch of other people's kids, it kind of makes it difficult to,
It's age, beauty, and virtue. Those are the key determining factors. Age, beauty, virtue. The virtue part is where that comes into play. I think this is where a lot of women, especially with this new generation, they're starting to feel like, well, fuck it, men can do it, I can do it. I can fuck whoever I want to fuck.
I don't think that's how it works, but yeah.
It's not how it works, but that's how women are especially this new generation. This is how they're starting to perceive it, is that if you can do it, I can do it. Yeah, technically you can, but here's the problem at the end of the day. My shit's not going to wear out and stretch.
Yeah, plus
yours is.
That window for fertility is a lot shorter for women than for men.
It really is, because from 13 to the day I die, pretty much, unless I develop erectile dysfunction, I'm good. I can make kids. Yeah, and they got pills for that. 90-year-olds are still popping out kids. 90-year-old men. Man. Women, on the other hand, y'all have a finite amount of eggs and a finite amount of time to be able to meet that deadline there, if you want, for lack of a better time. So for them to sit up here and feel like, well, I can ride the cock carousel too, and I can just hop from pole to pole to pole. You really can't. You shouldn't. Because the more people you let up in you, the more difficult it is for you to bond with one person.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's another factor that I don't think a lot of people talk about is
that's just
pair bonding.
That's just for women.
Well, yeah, men don't have that. Yeah, men don't have that instinct, but yeah, what you're saying is true. That whole pair bond instinct that women possess that men don't is another thing where we understand that even for a woman who is considered promiscuous, just means she pair bonds very easily, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, yeah, can women go and have one night stands and all that stuff and just make it about sex? Sure, they can, but they can't do it on the same. They can't do it on the same level as a man can.
Right.
Not emotionally. Eventually, you're going to start feeling some kind of way. Case in point, I've had situations where I have flat out told a woman, "Listen, you don't want to have sex with me. I'm not interested in being your man."
Right.
However, what I say goes in one ear and out the other, and they still try to do whatever they can to make me their boyfriend. Yeah. When I've already told you,
I told you it is what it is, because they believe. And not to cut you off,
I was done.
Women, they don't hear what you say. They hear what they believe. It's feelings over facts for women. It's emotion over logic for women.
I agree.
For men, it's my facts versus your feelings. Fuck your feelings. Yeah. My facts win every time. It's my logic versus your emotions. My logic wins out every time. You could tell a woman, I'm not interested. That's not what I want. Well, he's just saying that because he's not ready. No, I just told you what it is.
I don't want to be with you like that.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this.
And I feel like if I can be honest about that, then you should just accept it. I feel that. I feel like if I'm straight up with you, you should just be able to accept that and decide right then and there, okay, if he feels that way, and this is the type of things that I feel like a lot of women don't listen to. If he feels that way, then maybe I should move on. Simple as that. Because that's the only reason why I'm telling you. I'm telling you that so you can make an informed decision about your life. I'm not trying to make you into this hoe or anything like that.
Right.
If I'm telling you flat out, listen, I'm not interested in dating you. I find you attractive, but I'm not interested in being your boyfriend. If you want to do this, we can. But just know, after the 4th, 5th, 6th time, I'm not going to change my mind. I'm still going to feel the same way.
I'm actually probably going to feel different, because after the 5th time, I'm going to most likely lose interest. There's really not going to be anything left there at this point. So move the fuck on.
So yeah. And let's see what else we got. Other double standards. I'm trying to think of double standards in which don't involve sex and women. There's double standards.
I still say the potato salad one is the best one.
Potato salad. Don't ask who made the potato salad if you can't. If all your kids ain't by the same dude.
If you can't identify one of the kids' daddies, you're not allowed to ask about the potato salad.
Listen, if you're in a situation where you don't know who your kid's father is, then that should tell you everything you need to know about your own life. I'm just being real. I'm sorry, y'all. I mean, it's so many times I find myself behind this microphone talking, and I'm trying not to offend people, but that's kind of hard when you're trying to be honest too. You know, in some cases, in most cases, I'll say, if you do not know who the father of any or one or multiple of your children, if you don't know, come on, that tells you everything you need to know about your life that you need to change. You know, do something different. Damn.
Speaking of children, okay, that's another double standard that leads into. You and I, we're no children. Neither one of us have kids. Mm-hmm. Let's say you're a man, you pop out 4 kids. Mm-hmm. The double standard automatically is that you're a deadbeat dad, or people assume you're a deadbeat dad.
I guess some people might.
Let's say you're dad, you're a responsible dad, but you happen to lose your job. Mm-hmm. This economy, that's possible.
Yeah.
Now you're unable to provide for your kids. Mm-hmm. It's not anything on your part and not anything wrong that you did. You're trying to find another job so that you can provide again, but you lose your job. The first thing that happens is they automatically, if you're on child support, is now you get the label of deadbeat dad because you're no longer able to provide financially.
Right.
Now let's flip this.
I think everybody's dad at one point in time has been there. So
of course,
whatever.
Now let's flip the coin. If you're a woman and you got 4 kids from multiple nights of unprotected sex and you lose your job, you're no longer able to provide. What happens? Does anybody call you a deadbeat mom?
No, you just go on welfare.
You just go on welfare.
Can guys do that?
Can guys what? Get
go
welfare?
On welfare?
Yeah, anybody can get welfare. I used to be a case manager. Yeah, anybody can get welfare.
I just don't hear about it with guys a lot. That's all. Maybe there are, and I just don't know any.
There's guys on welfare. It's just the ratio is way off. It's like 80-20 women.
I just figured it was hard for a guy to get it. Like he had to prove something, like he couldn't, like his legs didn't work or some shit like that. I don't know.
You talk about being disabled. Nah, guys can get social services. Anybody can get social services. It's just a matter of, do you meet the requirements? Like if you can make a living, but let's say you don't meet the median income, then you can get food stamps or health care, things of that nature, cash assistance. But it's a lot easier to get it typically for a single parent, which is 9 times out of 10, a mom. Which, not 9 times, it's actually 85% of the time. So 8.5 times out of 10.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But they don't label the mom the deadbeat. They just label her as, oh, she's in need, she's struggling, and she needs assistance. That man needs assistance. He doesn't want to go to jail.
Shit, I need some assistance right now.
I don't want to go to jail. I'm 6'1", 230 pounds. I'm scared of jail. I'm scared of getting raped in jail. I think I get raped on the bus on the way to jail.
I feel like I would just get my ass beat like regularly. Like, hey B, it's Tuesday.
Plus, you hear the way I talk, somebody's gonna fight me. The shit I say, somebody's gonna try me because I talk too much shit. So that man don't want to go to jail. Nobody want to go to jail. He shouldn't have to go to jail because he lost his job. That's fucked. That's fucked. And the misogynist in me says that's fucked.
That's society for you. Throwing people in jail because they ain't got jobs.
Fucking a debtor's prison. He don't pay.
That's unconstitutional. Support. Just so everybody knows, America is not a debtor's prison. You can't throw people in jail because they didn't pay a debt. Child support is a debt.
Unless you owe the IRS or child support, they will throw you in jail.
And if you owe the IRS, they put you on a payment plan. They'll work with you.
Not always.
Most of the time, I mean, it depends on how much you owe them. I mean, if you owe them a few grand, then they'll put you on a payment plan. If you just evading hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes and you refuse, and they're gonna lock you up.
Another example is Fat Joe. Fat Joe didn't know his accountant was fucking him over. He got a letter from the IRS that said he owed $175,000. He's like, whoa. Big gangsta ass Fat Joe's like, whoa, I don't want no problems. He went down there and wrote a check and was like, here, $175,000, here you go.
Right.
They still locked him up for 5 months.
Really?
Yeah. Because he had owed for so long and didn't know he owed, and he told them, my accountant fucked me. I didn't know I owed this money. My accountant didn't tell me. Here's the check. Here's $175,000.
I'm confused.
And they still threw him in prison.
So where's this accountant?
I don't know. Dead, I hope.
I mean, I would assume he had them people put on him. I mean, there's no place you can hide from me.
Right. Yeah, if I'm
take $175,000 from me, and I got to go to jail for it. Oh yeah. If
I'm going to jail, you going to hell.
I found like it's like anytime, like when we catch up with that dude, anything we do to him was not overboard. Anything we do to you is not overboard when we catch you. Cause it's just $100,000. Where are you going with that? Like, you're not gonna be able to disappear forever with $100,000.
Actually, you can. Thailand, Dominican Republic, pretty much anywhere in South America.
Forever?
Yes, you can live like a king in the Dominican Republic off $100,000 for the rest of your life. You gotta understand, what we making a month, that's a year's salary for them. You can live like a king for $100,000.
Well, shit.
Yeah, I already looked into it. So when I start doing
your escape plan?
Yes.
Thailand?
Yeah. I've got a passport, some money stashed. I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I need to get on that. Or at least invest my money in a large assortment of guns. Here's a great double standard for you right now. Here's one. And I hate playing the race card, but it's the truth.
What's that?
When a black guy shoots up the neighborhood, it's called a drive-by, but when a white guy does it, it's called a mass shooting. And he's protecting
his mental health.
Yeah, we evaluate his mental health. Even though him and the black dude that shot up the neighborhood are both crazy.
Right. Both of y'all crazy as fuck.
Both of y'all are fucking nut jobs and need to be dealt with.
That black guy was just trying to kill one motherfucker. That white guy was trying to kill everybody he saw.
Of a certain color.
Of a certain color.
Slug bug brown. But yeah, that's another great double standard right there. We evaluate certain people's mental health, and other people were just like, lock them up. And the same thing with the drug epidemic. It's a double standard. Think about it now. Now it's an opioid crisis, where before it was just the crack epidemic.
Yeah. Just deal with it.
Now it's a problem. Before it was just an extermination process. Like, just let those animals smoke crack and kill each other. Who cares? Now that it's like in the suburbs and you got like deadly fentanyl patches and shit. Now it's an opioid crisis. It's a crisis. Now, join us as we talk about bullshit and people dying from drugs that they took on purpose. So what? Anyway, we can go back and forth about this all day. As far as like dealing with different people in terms of double standard, I mean, that's pretty much, double standards are pretty much everywhere you go.
It is. There's every situation has a double standard. Every situation you walk into has.
Some are warranted though.
They are. There's double standard stereotypes. Example.
Yeah.
They exist for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like I said, I'm 6'1", 230 pounds. People with a bald head. If I walk into a place, people naturally assume I'm here to tear some shit up or rob something.
If you have a bald head?
Nah, just in general, all encompassing.
Encompassing.
It's all encompassing.
Because you're black and you're bald.
Yeah, I'm black, bald, tall, and big. Some people just naturally assume I'm here to fuck shit up or rob them. Luckily, I have a disarming smile that lets people know I'm easygoing, laid back. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no problems.
I have the kind of voice that says, "Hey, white people, I'm not here to kill you." It's like, hey, you sound like somebody that's on my radio. It puts me at ease.
Right. But if the white guy walks in behind me,
It's awesome.
the white guy walks in behind me, they may not scrutinize him so much. But that motherfucker might be wearing a trench coat and armed to the teeth.
Oh, I'm keeping my eye out for motherfuckers wearing trench coats,
Right.
especially in this weather. You got a trench coat on in August, I don't care where the hell you are. I'm looking. And I'm paying very close attention to you, and I'm gonna carry something really heavy that I can throw at your ass just in case that trench coat comes flying open and an AR-15 comes out of it.
Right.
Fuck that. I'm not
Look like
dying
Neo
in the
in
produce section of this grocery store because you tripping off of the fact that, you know, whether you came from a single parent home or, you know, daddy just didn't hug you or talk to you or whatever, that now you feel like you could shoot at indiscriminately at people indiscriminately in a grocery store. Fuck that. Fuck you. I almost want to just, I mean, now it's like now I feel like I gotta carry my gun more so than
Man, everywhere. Like,
you know, I don't know. Now I just don't feel comfortable leaving the house without my gun. It's like my belt,
I
you
know,
know.
man. Like I grabbed my cell phone, wallet, keys, gun. Okay, we're
All
good.
right, we're
Like
good
I
to
used
go.
to leave the house. I'd leave my gun for weeks at a time, just sitting in the drawer.
Yeah,
Now I'm like, I gotta grab at least one
I
gun
gotta take my gun
before I leave the house. I'm starting to think maybe I just need to start leaving a gun in the truck. Like maybe I just need to leave the motherfucker in there.
I need to look up the laws as far as that concerned. I know with the conceal and carry, you can have your gun on you at all times, but I'm not sure about having it in the car and loaded. I say that because I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you can keep it loaded in your
I'm like, I
car.
can ride a
but,
motorcycle with I can ride my motorcycle with my gun on my hip. So
I just feel like I should always be ready because, I mean, these fucking mass shooters, man, they come out of nowhere. Just one day you buying oranges, the next minute you get shot at for just being brown and shit.
God damn.
You know,
yeah,
it's crazy. Or gay or whatever the fuck somebody's got a stick up their ass about. So you're just gonna shoot up a room full of gay people for what? They just chilling. You know what I'm saying? They doing them. Fuck are you bothering them for? You know?
Speaking of which, I was in Chicago this weekend. I was on the north side, by the Wrigleyville area. I don't know this area very well. I mostly hang out on the south side when I'm in Chicago. And then I get the fuck out.
Right.
But this is one of the few times I was actually on the north end. And I'm like, it's a lot of the gay pride stuff in the windows and gay friendly stuff. And I was just like, okay. So I don't want to say I'm on the gay side of town, but maybe I'm just like, maybe this is the more accepting side of town. It just threw me for a loop.
It's the less hood side of town.
There you go. Less hood
It's
side.
the less hood side of town.
Less hood.
Which, you know, it's by design, but yeah, so you're probably less likely like to get stomped out on the north side of Chicago than you are on the south side of Chicago. That's why that whole when that Jussie, that was another like thing with Jussie Smollett. Because when he said where he was, and then he said who attacked him, I was like, really? On that side of town, really?
Nah.
So you telling me that a group of racist white guys was hanging out on the south side of Chicago for you?
I thought he was downtown.
I thought he was in the south side.
No.
I don't know where the hell he was at. I just know that the story didn't add up.
Right.
And any cop worth a damn probably was thinking that same shit when they heard it. It was like,
Nigga,
really?
please. Like, stop lying.
word.
Why you always lying?
Word, dog. Word. Really? But, you know. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I figured what you were saying is, it's just more, they probably had run into less problems on that side of town
It was
dealing with
way more
being who they
tolerable.
are, you know, doing that thing.
It was way more tolerable, and on top of that, it was like literally there was at least 4 cops like posted pretty much.
Oh yeah, there you go too. The cops ain't posted up in Southside like that, are they?
I was right. No, fuck no. I was right. You can fucking have a shootout on Southside, literally, and cops don't even show up. But they were just posted in that area, and I was like, I feel safe. I feel comfortable here. I ain't never been like, yeah, cops.
I feel like I get my
I
head
feel
blown
comfortable
off
here.
for no reason.
I don't feel like y'all gonna shoot me for no reason. I don't feel like anybody else gonna shoot me for no reason. It was just comfortable as shit. I was right by Wrigleyville, so that's a big
Wrigley Field.
No, Wrigleyville, which
What's
is
that?
it's Wrigley Field. But
Oh, okay, so it's like
the bar area, like
okay,
the strip, basically.
I've never actually been over there, so
It's actually pretty fucking nice, huh? It's nice, and that's kind of like the tourist attraction area.
okay.
So they keep this area. They're not gonna let you fuck with this.
No, that's where they make their paper.
Same
at.
thing with like downtown Detroit, where all the casinos are. They're not gonna let you fuck this up.
Yeah.
You niggas can have the rest of this shit. You're not gonna fuck this shit up. This is our bread and butter here.
Yeah, they got cops everywhere for that shit.
Cops on every corner, and they ride like 4 deep minimum. So
Yeah, they're not gonna let you
fuck up over here if you want to. You're gonna make the news. And they make sure they let you know you will make the
Person
news.
came to Wrigleyville, tried to start shit, got shot 75 times. Oh shit! But,
Basically, speaking of some gay shit, I don't know how to sell this. You gotta watch. You and I talked about this before we turned the cameras on. Bohemian Rhapsody, man.
oh yeah, that was a good movie.
It's
Great movie, actually.
It's a lot of gay shit. But once you get past the gay shit and just enjoy the music, that movie's cold.
That movie's excellent. I love that movie.
That movie's cold, man. I bought it.
I probably watched it about 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, I just keep watching. I thought, like, why do I like this fucking movie?
Because you like Queen.
I didn't
why.
realize how many hits Queen had.
Queen
I didn't
had
realize they made these songs that I love. And I was just like, I think I'm a Queen fan now.
I mean, the thing with Queen was it was a little before our time because I know Freddie Mercury died in what 91, 1991. I know.
I thought.
It was like 91. He died, I think, because he found out he had AIDS in the 80s, and then I think he passed away in 91. And I mean, when you take a band like Queen, you know, they just. What I found great about that movie was how they created their music, how they created them songs. It wasn't just Freddie Mercury, it was the whole group, man. They all had a lot of creative input into making hit songs and songs that stood the test of time. You put on Bohemian Rhapsody right now and you will see me jam the fuck out on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I will rock the fuck out.
That's
right now.
That's what I was getting at. Like, you know, the first time I heard that song, I didn't even hear it from Queen. I heard that shit on Wayne's World, that movie Wayne's World. I was like, oh, that's a dope ass song.
Yep.
I didn't know it was a real fucking song.
Yeah. It's a real
Bohemian
6-minute long song
5
that
minutes,
you will
56
listen
seconds.
to all 6 minutes of it.
It's dope as fuck. And I went back and watched the original. I'm like, this is dope, man. And I didn't realize how many cuts they had from the movie Highlander that I loved, that I thought were dope. From fucking We Will Rock You that they play at every basketball game you go to.
Somebody to Love, that's one of my favorites.
We Are the Champions. I was like, this shit is dope. I was like, these were all Queen songs. I was like, I never knew they were Queen songs. I was like, that shit is dope.
But I think that's a good message for everybody out there, is you cannot limit the music you listen to because you black or because you white or because, you know, your friends don't like it. Your music is for everybody and it's up to your own interpretation. You know, what one person likes may not be liked by another, but don't feel as if you shouldn't listen to something because someone else doesn't.
And that goes into double.
I like rock music. I like rap music. And there's a difference. I like hip hop. You know, to me, there's a difference between rap and hip hop.
Right.
R&B, all that stuff. The only music that I really just, and I feel funny saying it because there are some songs like this that I actually like, but as a large majority, I don't really get into country music. Although there are country songs that I do like.
Shit. Listen to Toby Keith.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, there are country songs out there that I like. It's just not the genre that
No.
that I'm like, oh, it's a new country album out or something like that.
No.
If I hear a song I like, I'm like, oh,
Toby Keith
like
is
that.
dope. Like I listen to all Toby. I tell people, fuck you, like I like all Toby Keith shit because this shit, a lot of it was funny, entertaining, especially back in the late 90s, 2000s. A lot of his shit was dope. I was like, that's kind of catchy. I didn't know that was his song.
I like Tim McGraw.
Like, How Do You Like Me Now? That was my shit just because it was a revenge song and I'm petty. Yeah. So that was perfect song. I love Toby Keith. I think he's dope. But it goes back into double standards. If a white guy says, I'm really into rap music,
that's okay.
Nobody looks at him funny.
Yeah, it's okay.
Black folks even look at, oh, you down. Mm-hmm. You just cool.
Yeah, but if I come
and I tell you I like Green Day,
yeah,
you look at me like I'm funny.
Yeah, and all of a sudden now I'm a white guy because I like music made by white people.
If I tell you I like Weezer,
it's okay. I'm like, what the fuck?
If I like Weezer or Beck, you look at me like something wrong, and I'm like, nah, I like everything. I'm all encompassing. I'm all expansive.
Yeah. I mean,
one day, if you don't
one day I might be listening to Biggie. The next day I might be listening to Marilyn Manson. It depends on what I feel like that day. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, for the last couple of weeks, I've been banging Queen.
Yeah.
Driving in my truck, 6'1", 230 pounds, and a big black ass truck. Mm-hmm. And I'm banging Queen.
And they're just going, don't stop me now.
And I dare you to say something to me.
Say something to me. I dare you. Because if you can't feel this song right here, then you have no soul. I'm sorry. Just say it. You sold your soul for a cigarette somewhere in your life, and now it's coming back to haunt you.
That's a prime example of a double standard I was talking about.
Yeah.
Like, don't let social lines or racial lines or whatever define who you are or what you enjoy. Prime example of what I was talking about. That's all I was getting at. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you get a chance, Bohemian Rhapsody, dope movie, watch it. Get past the gay shit.
Just go ahead and buy it, man. You're going to want to buy it.
I bought it. I watched it and I was like, fuck you. I got to watch this again. Yeah. I went and bought it and I've watched it 3 more times since.
Yeah, the music is, music, I told this, who was I talking to? I think it was my mother. I was like, music, it doesn't matter how old it is. If it's good music, it's timeless.
It's timeless.
You can play that shit anytime.
Yeah.
I go bang some Earth, Wind, and Fire or something. That was way before I was born.
Exactly.
So was Queen. Queen came out before I was born.
Yeah.
But when you hear it and you're like, wow, it touches you, and I'm like, man, I need to know more about this band. And then you find out, just like, damn, they had so many hits. Fat Bottom Girl, who can't relate to that shit?
Right.
You make the rockin' world go round. That's the shit.
I didn't even know that was them either. I thought that was an American band.
Yeah, no.
That We Are the Champions still fucks me up because I never knew. The first time I heard that song was when Kanye West remixed it.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been listening to We Are the Dude. Any time the NBA championship, they would play that. Well, I know they would play it with when the Bulls won the championships, they would play that song. We Are the Champions.
Yeah, but
I think they used to play it when LA would win the championship too. I think any team that won the championship, they would play that song.
I never really paid attention to it.
Yeah,
I didn't really even realize it was a real song. Yeah, I've been listening to that song
since I was a little kid. I've always known it was Queen though.
I didn't even realize it was a real song until I saw the fucking movie. I knew it was a sample from Kanye West when he did it for the Rock Nation, and all those dudes jumped on the hook or jumped on it. And I was like, oh, that's just really a dope ass song.
How timeless their music is. You know how many times they shit been sampled?
Exactly.
I mean, how many of their songs have been sampled?
Yeah.
That was a great band, man. Yeah, it was a great band. So, yeah, I mean, to hell, you ask my advice, definitely. If you've never seen Bohemian Rhapsody, you gotta watch that shit. That shit was cold. Yeah, most definitely. And yeah, there's some for I think some people have a problem with seeing like overtly homosexuals things on screen. I really could care less. If the movie's good, it's good. I could care less.
Nah, I'm not gonna say I'm that open because I'll be honest, I still turn my head at the gay shit. Like, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I turn like, okay, I can come back.
You're like, yeah, we're good.
It's not like they're hunching each other on camera.
No, there's no like.
The only
sex
thing you see
nothing.
is a guy kiss another guy, and I'm like, I can't even watch that. It kind of fucks with me a little bit. Yeah. Not that I have a problem with him, but I just can't watch it. That's not what I want to see. Two chicks, double standard. You put two chicks kissing each other on the camera, I'm all in.
That's because you're
unless they
weird.
fat or gross.
Even if they're fat, I could care. I don't care if they're fat lesbians. I don't care. I will still watch that shit.
Ew.
Oh, look how much tenderness they're showing one another.
Ew. Ew. So that's another double standard, though. You put two chicks on screen, I will tell you that's art. That's art. That is an art form. They're embracing each other. They're caressing each other. Two dudes going at it in porn, I'm like, ew. That's assault and battery.
I've only ever seen that accidentally, and when I say accidentally,
I've never seen it.
I've seen it accidentally where like those old like porn VHSs. I don't know if I'm sure you have seen them, but if you start a porn VHS from the beginning, there's usually like trailers to other movies, and every once in a while, they'll stick in a trailer of a gay porn. So I've only ever seen it, like I said, accidentally, and I was just like, oh, it looks violent. It looks it's brutality, violent. Man. I'm sorry, gay community. I'm not like shitting on you guys. I'm just saying like that trailer, that small trailer I saw of two guys making love. I don't think you can call making love, because that shit looked violent as fuck.
There ain't no passionate embrace with two dudes. I can't imagine that. It was two chicks.
God damn.
Passionate embrace.
Yeah, it was gentle.
It's genteel.
It was cold.
Exactly.
I like it.
Two dudes is just ooh. I can't. Nothing against the LGBTQ community. I can't understand it.
Holy shit.
But two chicks,
more power to you.
Salute.
Yeah. But yeah, man, this whole double standard thing, man, you just have to learn to work around them. Tell you the truth, for women, you get protect yourself. There's no reason. You can have fun. You can, I'm not saying they shouldn't be sexually active. What I'm saying is you should be far more selective. Is what my advice to you is. Be more selective, because chances are that guy you're banging away at, or guys you're banging away at, might affect the future of the person who really cares about you.
Yeah.
So
I got to go back.
That's just advice,
The other day,
do what you want with that.
I'm leaving work. I'm having a conversation with this girl I work with, and she was telling me how she got a bit of a reputation now at work. Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
that's why you don't fuck people you work with, but go ahead.
Not necessarily. Sometimes that shit can work out because you're in the same field, same mindset, you work the same hours, you end up spending a lot of time together. It kind of can work, sometimes it can't. But that's another show. That's another show. Anyway, but we were having a talk about this, and she's telling me she developed a reputation she's starting to get a reputation at work. And I'm like, how? You literally only fucked 2 people here. But she's super flirtatious.
So it looks like she's fucked more than 2 people.
It looked like she's fucked everybody she talked to. It looked like, and she tell you, she's like, I'm a flirt. She's like, I'm a super flirt. She's like, I like attention. So it looked like you just extra as fuck. And your vagina is just, a car wash. But that's how it looks. When in actuality, in the last 2 years, she's maybe slept with 4 dudes. So not terrible numbers.
It's not terrible numbers.
Not terrible numbers at all. But she explained it. She was like, I got with my ex. Her ex-husband. I could tell this because I'm not saying her name. She said she got with her ex-husband when she was 19. Exactly. She was 19. She's 31 now. She's been divorced for 2 years. Mm-hmm. She's like, I'm not wilding. She's like, I'm wilding, but I'm not wilding. She's like, basically, I just never got to go through my whole phase. And I was like, I understand that completely. Because I've preached that so many times in life and on this show. I've said every woman needs to go through a whole phase. That age from about 18 to 25, you just need to be wilding out, doing what you do best, having fun, doing whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. And then stop. Get that shit out your system. And that's all she was really saying, was that I never had a chance to get that shit out of my system. I never had that fun because she was like, I was basically married from 19 to 29. So for 10 years, she was one person, one relationship, one dick, all these years. So she never got to have that whole phase. So now, at 31, she's wilding, and it looks like she's just out here willy-nilly fucking everybody. And it's like, no, she's doing what everybody else did. She's just doing it late.
Yeah, but don't you feel like you kind of missed that, missed that window of your life? I mean, you're 31 now,
You should. Honestly, you should, because you should accept, like, hey, I missed out on that.
Part of your life is over.
I'm past that. Okay, fuck it. It is what it is. Don't try to make up for it. Now, you see that with so many people, especially double standard, especially women who have kids young. As soon as that kid is old enough to stay at home by themselves alone, mom reverts right back. Let's say mom has a kid at 16. As soon as that kid is 12, mom goes right back to being 16 again and is on her party stroll. Because fuck it, my kid can stay at home by themselves. I can do me on the weekend.
I think we should.
That's what a lot of women.
I mean, I know a lot of people do it, but at the same time, I don't think a lot of people should condone it. That part of your life is over now.
When you made that decision to get married young, or you made that decision to have kids young, that's a choice you made for you. You should have thought about the consequences then and moved accordingly. If you should have thought, hey, I might not be ready to get married right now, or I might not be ready for this baby right now, but you made that decision, so you live with it. That part of your life is over, like you said. It's done.
Yeah.
So move the fuck
on. You can't
on.
recapture that shit. It's over with.
Nah, you can't bring that shit back. Like, I'm 39. I can't never go back to being 24, living my best life.
Shit,
I
wish.
Goddamn donkey.
Go back to being 22 again. Woo, those were good times. Wow, all I had to do was go to work, and I worked with beautiful women all day, and fucking kicked it, and hell, got high at the end of the night. Hell, sometimes that worked. Although I don't condone that. I don't think anybody should, get any type of inebriated during the work hours. But hey, it was an environment that accepted it. So whatever. I was living the life.
24, I just finished college, wilding out, acting a goddamn fool. Like, yeah, I ain't got to go nowhere but work.
Yep,
you can't tell me shit. Good times. Getting fucked up on the weekends.
Times.
Just trying to make sure I'm sober enough and not in jail to go to work, to my professional job with my shirt and tie on Monday. That was it. Good times. But I can't bring that back.
No, it can't go back to that. Just like I wouldn't try and go back and be a DJ again. I don't think I have the temperament for it. I really don't know like the music that the girls jam to nowadays anyway, so I'd be completely lost. I mean, I could figure it out.
I think.
I'm just saying I could figure it out after about a week or two, but it's not something I'm not really in. My mind is not into it like I was when I was 22 and it was happening, and the money and the drinks and the Mary Jane was flowing, the good old days.
Right.
But nah, I'm not in that mode mentally anymore. So I mean, you can't try to go back and recapture the past, and I don't suggest anybody do. As far as double standards go with men and women, I mean, there are a lot of double standards, but we have to learn to work within them, men and women. Men, I don't care what the circumstances are, there's no glory in fist fighting a female. I don't care what she did. I mean, unless you're physically trying to fight her off of you, but I mean, just walking up and having an argument with a woman and then punching her in the face, chances are, no matter what she said to you, it's still gonna look bad. So don't do it, unless you have a ski mask.
Ladies, you final thought. You can't win. There's no win. when fighting a man.
No. There's no win for anybody.
9 times out of 10, unless you're China and she's dead, unless you're China, you can't whoop him. You can't kick his ass. So just stop. Well, I get mad and sometimes I go off. Okay, that's fine. But understand there's consequences to you going off.
Yeah.
Sometimes I lose control. Okay, he loses control. Just like you're allowed to lose control and go off and hit him and spit on him and piss on him, he's gonna lose control and go off and hit on you and kick you and probably knock you the fuck out. That you're just as guilty and culpable as he is. So just stop. Everybody, keep your fucking hands to yourself. Ladies especially, because in my Rocky voice, my Adrian voice, you can't win. You can't
There's no win for
win.
anybody.
You can't win. The only thing you can do is call your brothers, call your crazy uncle that don't give a fuck about jail, or call the police.
Those are your options.
Either way, no matter which option you choose, door number 1, 2, or 3, it's going to end bad. So everybody just fuck off and keep your hands to yourself.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Anything for you might be ratchet?
You think we'll ever get to the day where a guy could walk into not necessarily a bar, but any public area, see a girl, point at her and be like, let's take this shit outside, and it'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody will be okay with it. I mean, that's not okay. I'm not saying like I want that to happen. I'm just saying like the farther the paradigm shift happens with men and women, it's like that's inevitable. Like it's gonna be a dude that's gonna walk in and just challenge a chick to a fist fight, and everybody's gonna be like, well, you going? Don't be no hoe ass motherfucker. You challenged you, ain't you gonna go outside and get your ass whooped? I'm just saying. I mean, it's possible with the way shit's going. I don't know. But as far as like my final thought is, man.
No, fuck that. We not gonna breeze past that shit like that. Didn't just come out of your mouth.
I'm just saying, like, dudes wear like super skinny jeans now, super tight shirts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Showing off.
Talk about my shirts.
Your shirt isn't that tight.
Okay.
I'm talking about like effeminate men.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
Right. So
fuck you. I'm trying that this weekend.
You gonna challenge a girl to a fist fight?
I'm walking and the first chick that I just don't like or gives me
gives you any kind of lip?
Yeah, any kind of lip or anything I don't want to hear. You wanna take this outside, bitch?
I'm not saying that to like challenge men though.
Reaction.
I'm just saying like, do you think that will ever be like considered normal?
I've never had to hit a woman.
Cause if I walk into like a bar and be like, oh, that's that motherfucker Jack or whatever, and Jack, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, hey motherfucker, hey, let's take this shit outside. And motherfuckers is gonna go outside, they're gonna gather around, and you and Jack gonna have your fist fight, and then everybody's just gonna go home.
Yeah, that's
you're not gonna do that with a girl.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna do that this week.
That's why I was saying, do you think we would ever get to that point?
The first chick that says something, if I'm talking to your friend and you give me lip, or you give me a little bit of back recoil that I don't want to hear, bitch, you want to take this outside? That's my response. Let's go.
I mean, we can say that jokingly. I meant like seriously.
I'm doing it for a joke, but I also want to see her response.
You want to see if she actually does it?
That's exactly. I'm waiting on that.
What happens if she says, let's go? You gonna punk out?
Knock her the fuck out.
You gonna punch her right there?
You challenge me. No, we're going outside. I'm knock her the fuck out. You challenge me, I'm knocking you the fuck out.
I'm sorry if you said this shit.
Step to a man like a man, you deserve whatever a man
Now
gets.
I'm really sorry that I said this.
Yeah, you should be. You brought this on yourself and whatever poor soul gets it.
Some poor dumb chick who's gonna think you're joking and is gonna go outside and get her ass mopped. Anyway, final thought. That's my final thought.
I'm doing that this weekend.
You better not.
Fuck you. You off. You see. You ain't gotta work this weekend.
No, I don't have to work this weekend, but still, I don't want to see that shit.
So, chicks, if I'm talking to your friend, don't give me lip. Very simple.
All right. Well,
otherwise, I'm challenging you to step outside.
All right, dude.
Oh yeah. You might be ratchet.
Oh yeah. Forgot about you. Might be ratchet.
I'm gonna call it a night. I got shit to do. You might be ratchet if you got multiple kids by multiple dudes and you still go to the fucking barbecue and ask who made the potato salad.
You might be ratchet. Okay. Let's see, what did I see this week that you might be ratchet? I don't know. I wasn't ready for You Might Be Ratchet. I kind of forgot. So
You get them next time.
I get you the next go around. But you know, hey, we are the Shake Up guys. So please share with your friends, like and subscribe, because we're gonna try to do shows every week, sometimes twice a week, if you know, Lord willing, and we can get some people to actually jump in the chat room and conversate with us, because that's the whole point. But just to say thanks for watching and thanks for giving us a shot. Also like and subscribe with your friends, and if you have any ideas or show topics you guys would like to discuss with us, then you can hit us up at theshakeupguys@gmail.com. You know, send us a little email and tell us who you are and what you would like to discuss, and we will try to work it into the show as best as possible.
I forgot about one point. After you said the email address, it came to mind. Apparently there's women who have a problem with some of the things that I say. If you have an issue with some of the things I say,
Get in the chat room.
jump in the chat room. Well, first, let me clarify. I don't apologize. I meant everything I said.
Why would we apologize?
And fuck you if you can't take a joke.
That makes no sense.
But also, you're more than welcome to come in the chat room. We do the live shows. We try to announce them. Also, if you really have that much of an issue with some of the things that I say or some of the things that I do, meet me at the bar. We'll step outside. I'll chat. No, I'm fucking with you.
He's really gonna fight you
I'm
now.
fucking with you.
I opened a can of worms. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm fucking with you.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I've never hit a woman. I've never had to come to that point. But I am saying, though, email us. If you email us, we'll make arrangements. You can come on the show. We can hash it out.
I don't know about everybody, but
Not everybody.
I want everybody to know where I
No,
live.
I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about either we can respond to your question. If you have a problem with something I say, or you have a question for us, email us. We can respond to the email. We'll even make it a show topic if it's good enough. If we know you and we trust you, we may make you an in-studio guest. If it's a good topic, we'll address it via email. We can address it via Skype.
Yep.
We're still working the bugs out on that. We'll bring you on via Skype or Facebook Messenger. We'll have a discussion that way, and we'll go from there. So, if you have something to say, just say it.
Yeah, man.
If you have a problem, you don't like some of my misogynistic views, I understand. But you have to remember, one, you can't whoop me, and two, I am the rated R superstar. I am the world's greatest misogynist for a reason. So just
Tone and delivery. Tone and delivery. It's very important.
There it is.
And with that,
So email us.
with that, we are the Shake Up guys, and we'll see you on the next go around. Deuces to ya. Peace.